Hi everyone, welcome to JD's Guidance. Friends, we left in the last video with our discussion on technical analysis or chart analysis. That was the part 1. Here we are going to continue the discussion on technical analysis or chart analysis. But in the last video we have seen the types of chart, and here we will see how we can use these charts for taking investment decisions. So friends, as you all know that technical analysts, they believe that the price has a momentum. I mean to say the price has a trend, and this trend can have the chance of its reversal in the future. So how the security price has behaved in the past has an implication for the future. So if we can see the past, we can predict the future and we can make a good profit or extra profit. So with this idea, the technical analysts take the price data and try to plot it in charts and try to get a trend out of it so that they can realize what the market is going to take a trend in the future. So friends, let's start. So let's first understand how these charts can be used. The first that we are going to see is the support and resistance. Support and resistance. So friends, let's understand how this support and resistance in a market can be realized with the help of charts. We will understand what is support, we will understand what is resistance. So let's get started. Suppose I am plotting the price data here, and suppose the price has taken this type of movements. Okay? Now you can see, let it be like this. Now you can see the maximum that the price has reached is this point, right? And the minimum that the price has reached is probably this point. So I can do one thing, I can make a horizontal line this side and horizontal line here. This line is known as the resistance line. What does this mean? This means that this price that has actually there is a rise altogether, this rise of the price will reach this point, after which there will be a resistance. That means there will be no longer rise of the price further. The price will not rise further. This resistance level will check. What does this mean? This means that when the prices are rising, then there is a sufficient sell order. Means people want to sell. There is a sufficient selling pressure. So the selling pressure exerted has reached this point, and this point is sufficient to exercise resistance. Means people having the tendency to sell more and more because the price has shown an increase will stop at this point because there is a sufficient selling pressure, and as a result of which the price will fall. Okay, this is the significance of resistance level. Now what will happen if the price crosses the resistance level? If the price crosses the resistance level, then there is a bullish trend in the market that is to follow. Let's see that if the price is falling, then there is the lowest point here. I will make an horizontal line this side and I will call it as a support. This is the support level. That means the opposite of resistance is the support. So as the price falls, because there is a kind of selling, there is a kind of buying order. Okay, every time the price is falling, so people want to buy, and it has reached this point that there is a sufficient buying pressure that has been exercised in the market. Right? So sufficient buying pressure has been exercised, as a result which there will be a bounce back, there will be a reversal. So this is the importance of support measure. But if the price goes down further, that means there is a bearish trend that is likely to follow. Right? So one thing that you need to know is that once this line is crossed, what will happen? It will go like this. Right? So the prices will go like this. Then this becomes your support. There will be a reversal of role if there is the chance that the price has crossed the resistance level. This becomes the support, and somewhere there will be a resistance. Whereas if the price fall has crossed this support level, then this support level now becomes the resistance. And there will be a support below somewhere. So there will be a reversal of support and resistance depending on whether the price has crossed the levels respectively. So friends, as you can see, the support and resistance analysis can be checked with the help of this chart. Now friends, let's move on to the next chart. Now the next one that we will see is known as reversal and continuation. So friends, let's understand it very nicely. What is the reversal and continuation? The earlier one was resistance and support. So let's see reversal and continuation. So friends, if for this we take help of first we will know what is reversal. Okay, so reversal means now there is a bullish trend and the price has increased. There is going to be a reversal of this trend, and that means there will be a bearish trend where the price will fall. Now we will make use of a kind of chart, we call it shoulder and head chart. Now what is the shoulder and head chart? So suppose the price has increased and then it has decreased, and then it has increased further, and then it has decreased, and then it has increased, and then it has decreased. So can you see there is a kind of left shoulder this side and right shoulder this side, and this is a head, right? So that means there was a kind of rise in the price because of impulsive buying behavior of the investors. Impulsively they wanted to buy, but because the volume did not match, so there is a fall in the price. And then there was again a sharp rise which is much higher than this rise. And then there was a sharp fall, and again there is a sharp rise which is equal to this, and then there is a fall, right? So this type of price movements can be observed with the historical price data. Now what we can do is that we can join the lower part of this, of the lower part of the head with that of the lower part of the right shoulder. If we join, then we get a line, this is known as neckline. We get a line known as neckline, right? So the bottoms, when we bottom, we just extend, we get, that is called neckline. Now what does this mean? This means that if the price penetrates, if the price crosses this or comes beneath this neckline, there is an end of the, this represents end of the bullish phase, end of bullish trend, and then now the price will fall instead of rising, right? Now there can be a reversal, the same thing can be seen in an opposite way also. So suppose there is a fall in the price, then there is a rise, followed by another fall, sharp fall, and then there is a rise. Then there is a fall again, and there is a rise. So this becomes your left shoulder, this is your head, and this is your left. This means this is the inverted form of this particular chart. Now what I will do is that I will see where is the right shoulder, where is its top? Top is here. And where is the top of this one? So suppose the top is here, okay? And then I draw a line. This is my neckline. So once the price crosses this neckline, means there is end of bearish trend, and the price will now display rise, leading to a bullish trend to setting. So this is how we can discover reversal in the market. The only piece of information we want to know is the neckline, and neckline is formed by connecting the bottoms here, and here the connecting the tops here. If it crosses the bottom, means there will be a bearish trend, and if it crosses the neckline this side, the tops, then there will be a end of bearish here, end of bullish here. So this way reversal can be identified with the help of chart analysis. Let's see the continuation. So friends, let us now understand the continuation. Now continuation can be understood through flags and pennants. So let's understand what is flag and what is pennants. So let's suppose, now we know that what is resistance and what is support. Suppose we are talking about a trend, right? And you know any trend will have a kind of resistance. Resistance. So this is your resistance, this line is your resistance. And suppose you break the resistance and you take a rise. you have broken the resistance. So you know, as you broke the resistance, so there is a bullish trend, and then there is a point suddenly that there is a kind of sideways short-term trend. What does this mean? This means there will be this type of sideways trend. Okay. So this sideways trend that is happening here, you can see, you can join these points and these points, then you get a shape. This is known as pennants, because the volume deteriorates as you go further. Okay, and as you join the tops and join the bottoms, you get this type of shape, and this is known as pennants, right? So this is your pennant. Now if you find out where from this height, this resistance line has been broken, if you bring it down, then this is called flagpole. This is called flagpole, and this is your pennants. Remember, this pennants will not rise upward nor downwards, it will be sideways, it will be in the side of your line. Now, why this flagpole is important? So as you can see, it has broken the resistance here. Since this is your resistance, it has broken the resistance here. So this much it has peaked. So we expect the same peak here also, and here is where you will generate a new level of resistance. So this is your new, this would be your new level of resistance. Okay, this would be your new level of resistance. So friends, this is your flagpole and this is your pennants, right? So there is a sideways momentum. Okay, and we see that this type of continuation means you have a trend, and this trend is broken. This is a short term, I mean not broken, but there is a time to breathe. The trend has gone up, but there is a time to breathe now. Okay, and then the trend will again go high. The trend will again go high till it reaches this resistance level, and if it crosses the resistance level, again there will be a point of time where there will be sidewise momentum. So friends, this is your pennant and this is your flagpole. So friends, let's understand flags now. Now suppose we are taking the same case where there is an upward trend and this is the resistance, and for some reason you have crossed the resistance. Okay, you have crossed the resistance and you are here, and since you have crossed the resistance, you have the continuation of the trend, but in the time to come, there will be a point where there will be a time to take breath, because the trend had been very long and uniform and consistent. So now in earlier case we had a V kind of shape, but here you may have this type of shape, such that your tops and the bottom, if you join, then it will be just like a parallelogram, and this is known as the flag, right? It looks like a flag, so this is a parallelogram. So remember friends, this was our area of resistance. This was the resistance line. Now this, if you extend down, this is your flagpole. So you have crossed the resistance level. This is the resistance level. You have reached here where there is a break of the trend. The trend has broken, and there is a kind of short term fluctuations in the price. And then what has happened, you know, after this you will check this length. This is the flagpole where it is, and you can expect that now the price will again rise, and once it reaches this point, again there will be a new level of resistance that will be formed, right? So this is your new level of resistance. So the fundamental idea is the same. The only difference is that here there is not a V kind of shape, but there is a parallel lines that connects this upward and downward trend, and that is known as flag. Remember, this will be a downward sloping if you are talking about an upward trend, but it will be an upward sloping if you are talking about a downward trend. So friends, that's all about the flags, and we have also known what is pennants. So we hope our discussion about reversal and continuation could help you. So thank you very much for watching. See you again in the next video with a new topic. Bye bye.